What's up, guys? Back again with another video. This time we're going to be drawing the header, cripple studs, and double top plate for our house. Now, our house, this is our bathroom. Taking a look here, we're going to start with the header. The header is what is going to support our door frame and prevent any weight from the top of the house coming down and preventing the door from opening or something along those lines. The header extends from here all the way over on both sides. So putting the header in, just keep in mind that these boards for strength are turned sideways. So you're going to draw up 3.5 inches. Okay. And then across on the red axis to that point. Okay, and this board is, I'm going to draw all the way across on the green axis, and we're going to come back in and fill in that little gap in the middle in just a minute. So rotating here, let's draw across, see what the best angle is. Right there seems pretty good. Okay, grabbing the line tool on the red axis to the edge, and across, creating those surfaces. There we go. Okay, and almost done. Last step is to draw across here, and hopefully that closed in the bottom as well. Looks like it did. Great. Okay, so keep in mind this is two 2x4s turned on its side. Each 2x4 is 1.5 inches. So that really means if we measure across on this line, we're measuring across 1.5. It's turned on its side. That gives us our end point here. Okay, and let's zoom and rotate so I can see that. Coming across on the red axis, connecting there. Oh dear. Okay, and then coming from this side along this direction, we're going to measure 0.5. Okay, and coming across again on the red axis, we'll create that little gap. So you're going to have a 2x4 turned on its side, a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood, and then another 2x4 in the middle, or 1/2 inch sheet of plywood and another 2x4 on the back side. So zooming out here, and that I'm going to save you the time, but you guys should draw that line on the bottom as well. So there's our header. And now, since we measured before, you should keep this corner. We started measuring here. We can see we want from the edge to the center of the stud to be, oh, it is measured a little different, 16.25. We're off just a little bit, it seems like. So 15.5, that's okay. 16.25, it's sinking there. Oh, because we have it's 15.5 because we have the sheetrock on the outside, that's right. So what we're doing is we want to base off this pattern. We're going to measure over the cripple studs. Since this is our king stud, it doesn't necessarily follow the pattern of what we have. Our cripple studs are going to be every 16 inches following this pattern. So cripple stud is what's supporting that double top plate. So I'm going to follow the red axis. Get that on the red axis. We're going to measure over 16, so that's going to be right side to right side. Okay, and I'll do that again. We're on the red axis, 16. And the last one, I think, is not going to be quite there. 14.5. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. Wow. Huh. Oh no, it's a little bit short. That's okay. That's good enough support. So we come in from right side to right side. We're now going to draw in on the green axis, our stud. Okay, so that's going to be 3.5. Coming back this direction, 1.5. Coming back this direction, 3, and close it up. And let's go ahead and push-pull that on down to that surface. Great, and that was from the right side because that's where we measured. Following that cripple stud pattern, out this direction, 3.5. Back 1.5 inches on the red line. Okay, and back the green direction, 3.5. close. Let's do our push-pull coming down to the surface. And we know we're good with this. There should be a 14.5-inch gap, which there is. That's just fine. So we've got our cripple studs. This is a perfect supporting pattern in our door frame. Following along from the outside of the sheetrock to the center is 16. From this edge to this edge is 16, 16, so on and so forth. Now time to do our double top plate here. The double top plate extends, so you follow, the first stud follows the bottom of the wall. Since the bottom of the wall ends here, that means our first section of our double top plate is going to match the sole plate. So the sole plate starts right there. So I'm going to come on up. I'll draw my first stud coming up this direction, 3.5 inches. It's already got it measured out for me, 3.5. Coming up 1.5 inches because it's laying down, 1.5. Coming across, let's see where the bottom matches up, all the way to right above there. Come down, and lastly, come across. Now to come through and delete this, you can grab the pointer tool, hold Control, click all those surfaces that just got created, come in and press delete. That's probably going to happen again when I complete the other side, unfortunately. So let's see. Rotating, finishing the stud, measure out on the red axis, 3.5, and then down on the blue. Okay, great. You know, I suppose we could just push this bad boy. Let's do that. I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to push-pull 3.5 inches. Look at that. Sweet. Okay. Cool. It looks like that kind of got deleted there. There we go. Close that out. Beautiful. So now we've got that stud, and I'm going to very quickly, or as quick as I can at least, repeat the process on the rest of these. Okay, let's see if I can make that happen really quickly. Let's just, well, we've already got this matched up. I'm wondering if I can get that to the edge here. Green axis, 3.5. Let's push-pull this long way. Okay, and then rotating, push-pull, grabbing this, going all the way to, oh, it's not wanting to grab there. Oh, we can grab and click the edge. Perfect. Oh, we got to make sure that's coming to the right spot. Is that coming to the right spot? No, it is not. See how it ends at the wall there? So let's undo, try that again. Push-pull from here, ending on that edge. That's much faster. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's do our last one, which is a 2x6, and let's figure out where it ends first. It's ending at the very end, so coming through, this is for the first part of our top plate. Rotating around. Let's go ahead and click here. The red axis, that's 5.5, all the way down. Click and drag. We've got our surface. Now we can push-pull, clicking that all the way out to that edge. And then it goes all the way to the edge. So that's perfect. Okay, great. And we're almost done. These walls are going to be locked solid here. And then our last one, let's start them this way, this direction, and go in. So grabbing here on the green axis, 3.5, and down, and then let's push-pull this all the way to that edge. So there we go. We have our single top plate done. It's starting to look pretty good, I think. For the second plate, this is where we stagger. So since this edge on the top plate matches up with the sole plate, on the next board, it's going to come all the way to the outside edge and kind of come over top of that other 2x6. And on this wall, the same. This wall is going to overlap. So I cut this one short and leave room for that board to stick through. So let's do that right now and we'll get her going. So coming up, measure on the blue axis 1.5, across on the green axis 3.5, and down on the edge. How does that look? And across. Great. Okay. Push pull all the way to the outside edge, which it's not wanting to do for some reason. Offset limited, huh? Dang. Alright, we're going to have to do this the hard way. Coming all the way out on the red axis. Let's measure that out. Oh, we should be able to do it on the edge. Coming up on the blue and across to complete. Let's try push pulling this direction. Boom. Okay, great. So now we've got this overlapped around our corner. That's going to make this very tight. So this top board would be attached to this wall, and when it was slid into place, we'd be able to tack a nail in there and glue those corners together. Perfect. So you feel free to keep watching. I'm just going to be doing more of what we've already got going on here. Should be pretty exciting. If you think you understand, go ahead and get started. If not, you're more than welcome to keep watching. Here we go. So staggering, this one's want to come over here, and this one's going to extend all the way to the other side. So on the blue axis, 1.5, all the way over on the green. Let's do here to here. On the blue, 1.5. Push pull. Perfect. So you should see that overlap happen on your corner. Okay, and we're almost done. So this one, let's see. So this one's going to need to overlap onto that, and that one will be pretty easy to complete. Here we go. Almost done. Let's measure out this way. This ought to be easy. 3.5. Oh, we got ceiling got closed in there. It's all right. Push pull. Okay, and almost done. Let's come through and delete that so we can see into our creation. All right. Coming up on the blue axis, all the way across. And we are almost done here. There we have it. Top plate complete, all corners tied together, cripple studs and header complete. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. There's going to be one more video on how to add a window, and then you're done with your bathroom. Toodaloo.